Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total weather and will get started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Nebraska's offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coates. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Ohio State's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback. In a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip. Play it 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connect for an explosive play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Doyle. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the option. First in field position.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And they get him down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
He makes the catch. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got it in the middle. It's Hurtado. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement of the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. with the catch. It's coming.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to the air one more time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Huskers decide to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hoffman. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision. You see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bitonio. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get into the 32. Line gets set, first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
After the short completion, it's now second down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bitonio. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Hoffman. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Ohio State 38, Nebraska.
He'll bring it out. It's Bitonio. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nebraska.
man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Open space at the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the left. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
Caught in the backfield, it's coming. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pocket starts to collapse. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his target down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the defense was trying to figure out all the options and trying to get everything stopped. And the quarterback said, you better stop me first. He takes the football, takes it to the house. How about this QB making magic happen with his feet?
And they did tack on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
45, Nebraska 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cummings. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clear. Dude, they score here. We're in for a ball game.
Second and short now after that completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he dropped it! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They'll throw it on first down.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll knock him down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. Got a lot of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Hoffman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that way.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And he's running in the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think...
Oh, what a move to get room. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback will audible. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cummings. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bitonio. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Feeling some heat. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. He's inside the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. It's third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, Dave.
Afterburners coming. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more on it. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeye. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! Here comes the offense on first down. Offense gets set for second down. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now...
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. First down here for the offense. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He'll try the left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. He's He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Doyle. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll be stuck. Scrimmage still at the 4.
Crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got
time to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Doyle. He caught it! Touchdown! The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ortiz. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to... First down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's coming. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, the long. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.